Hello dear viewer, welcome to this quick explainer on why averages lie. Today we are going to take a closer look at the three most common types of averages, particularly the mean, the median and the mode, and we will see how each of them can give you a completely different picture of the exact same data. With a few simple examples you will see exactly how easily averages can mislead you if you do not know what they are actually telling you. Did you know that the average person has less than 2 legs? It may sound weird, but it is completely true. That's what you get when you calculate the average across millions of people. Some may have lost a limb, and therefore the average drops below 2. So congratulations, if you have 2 legs, you are above average. This shows one thing. Averages can be very misleading if you do not understand what they mean. So it might be an interesting question to ask: what is an average? An average is just a single number that represents the central tendency of a set of numbers. This seems intuitive and easy, but there are multiple kinds of averages, so choosing the wrong one can give you the wrong idea about your data. Let's say you live in a village with 9 other people: a builder, a farmer, 2 teachers, 3 consultants, 1 plumber, and Elon Musk. These people all earn a different salary, and you want to know whether you earn above average, so you can flex on them. Let's say that the builders and the farmer both earn $40,000 a year. The teachers earn $50,000, the consultants $70,000, the plumber $30,000, and Mr. Musk gets $100 billion a year from Tesla's shareholders. A simple way to calculate the average is using the average mean, which is to add all numbers in the dataset up together and divide the total sum by the numbers in that. In this case, you would take the total sum of the salary and divide it by the number of people in your village. Here, we progressively calculate the average, where you see that the average is progressively changing once we add more observations. And it goes all well until right up on here. The average suddenly skyrockets, leading to a mean average of around 11 billion. While this is the correctly calculated mean average, it is not very useful. This is due to the massive salary Elon Musk is earning compared to the rest of the village, as you see right here. This is called an outlier, which is a value that is dramatically different from the rest of the dataset, skewing the mean. Therefore, maybe using another approach to find the average is better in this case. Another way to calculate an average is using the median. You start with your numbers once again, but now you put them from largest to smallest, or vice versa, doesn't really matter. Once you did this, you select the middle number as your average, which leads in this case to a median salary of $50,000. This value is far more representative of the village because it is not affected by the extreme outlier. Still, there is one more way to calculate the average, using the mode. The mode once again looks at all salaries, but this time it picks the most frequently occurring number. Here in this graph we see that 50,000 appears twice, 40,000 appears twice, and 70,000 appears thrice, meaning that it is the most common salary, and therefore our mode. So, a logical question might be, what is the best average? And there isn't a clear answer for that. It really depends on context. Which method you choose for calculating your average depends on what you want to understand about your data. If you have a large dataset where the data is symmetrical, with very few outliers, you should use the mean, as it considers every value in the dataset and gives it equal weight. If the data is skewed or has outliers, like in the example, the median is the most appropriate measure for the average, as it gives less value to extremes than the mean. And the mode works the best on categorical data, finding which appears the most, like the most common shoe size or color shoe sold. So the takeaway should be that the averages do not literally lie, provided that you calculate them correctly. However, they can be very misleading and give a wrong impression about your dataset. Always ask yourself which average should be used. Is the data skewed, and does the data represent the correct population? And remember, once a billionaire moves into your village, your average salary may have just skyrocketed, but your bank account did not. Have a lovely day.